What's up, guys? So I had an extremely unlucky day yesterday, and it started basically with me waking up late, so I had to do the video later, and I ended up going late to my astronomy lab for that because I had to basically wait for the render to finish, then upload the video, and then leave. So I was late for my astronomy class. That was the first start. Then the train got delayed. The train got stuck. Then I get to class. I have to do the lab. Oh man, and it just gets worse and worse. By the time I come home, trains get delayed as well. I had to swap trains, go home. Then, Ninetales comes. So I had a long day. I was like, I'm not feeling it today. I was like, can we kill the Ninetales? We fall 100,000 damage short, and I tried everything. I was even prepared to retreat just so I could go ahead and fight again, but the Ninetales ended. And even when I did 15 million damage almost, still couldn't kill it. And that just got me really pissed. Like, oh man, good thing I deleted the commentary for that because I was just so pissed. I mean, we go from killing the Ninetales to me doing even more damage this time, and we still couldn't kill it. And the fact that it was like, I could have cared less if we were like, okay, 2 bars, then I knew we weren't gonna have a chance. But the fact that we were literally like 30 seconds behind on 100,000 damage, anyone could have been there. Like if we just had one person, no matter who it was, we could have actually killed it. And that just got me really pissed. So, it goes from bad to worse. After that, I decided to play Counter-Strike with my friends. And, the funny thing is, the first game we play, we win and we have a good time. Second game we lost, I got deranked. I got deranked after 1 loss. I have been winning so many games, and they deranked me after 1 loss. So I was like, what the hell is going on? And I just kept trying to do strong approach. Nothing was working out. Honestly, I have struggled since it's been pretty much a week. I was, messing up my skills, and it's just, you have to basically follow the first 3 rounds in sync. You have to pretty much know what to do every time. So the first time I did it, I messed up. So I went to retreat, fixed up my action bar a little bit, and then I pretty much progressed. So the funny thing is, the second time I do this thing, I actually did it like the best I have ever seen. I have never had a better attempt the way this one goes off. So I'll pretty much just show you guys this fight only, and then I'll show you the rewards from the other attempts. My other attempts were just pretty bad, honestly. Like there was 2 that were like the worst attempts I have ever did. I even had better scores last week doing it. And then I had 3 attempts that were pretty good. So half of the attempts were terrible, half of the other attempts were good. I mean, all that really matters is that you have 1 score on the rankings to get yourself the title anyway. But it was just the problem with the strong approach for me is that you have to follow pretty much like a detailed description until you get to Jiraiya. So if you really like mess up the timing, you're just completely done. Another problem is that since you only do this 6 times a week, pretty much for me at least, since I have so many things going on in my life, I will forget the next week on what to do. So it'll take me like, I guess, like half an hour to adjust and then properly do it all. So it's just, something, eventually I'll just remember it without messing up. It did go better than the first week of trying difficult, so that's a plus at least. But I was just having an extremely bad day. So all of this is going on in the same day. Like, I could not believe what was happening, man. I was just not believing what was happening. And then I come home and I hear all these things from my Discord as well. It's like, oh, people talking about me here, people talking about me here. Like, I mean, I really don't care, man. If you must have a shitty life if you have to always talk about me. Like, honestly. If I'm the only thing that keeps your life entertaining, then you need to find a hobby. Because I'm tired of people just talking about me. I don't even mention this person, and they bring me up every day. Like, you must be obsessed. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not going to mention your name, but you know who you are. You probably study me every day, watching all my videos and then finding something to say about it. So, have fun and then spreading lies and all this stuff. So, you must have a really interesting life, don't you? But enough about that. There was a maintenance today. There's actually some pretty interesting things. So even though we didn't get an update, there was actually I don't know how to say it, like a notice telling you what's going to happen on Thursday. And I was reading some very interesting stuff about that. So finally here you're going to be seeing, this is today. I managed to take the ranking. So far only me and Faker from my group that is there now. We were the only ones that are able to do difficult on the server so far. And then this is the start of a new day. So I was looking at the update announcements, and they basically said there's 3 new events. There's one event's called like Mission General Mobilization. When they actually said something about like extraordinary ninjas and items are waiting, so I can't wait to see what they have. Then you also have like limited time recruitment, which is like where you get seal scrolls for using seal scrolls. And then the Sakura Festival, which I wasn't around for, so I have no idea what that is. You pretty much just get stuff for doing daily missions and sweeps and stuff like that, I guess. And then they fix some bugs. But the really thing that interests me is the first part with that mobilize whatever event missions it was. I don't know what it's gonna be like. They said you can get ninjas and items, so I'm really looking forward to that. That's why I was gonna spend my ingots today, but I wasn't sure. And then, the funniest thing is that people see my ingots go up in a video, and then they call me a hacker for it. I mean, like, do you really think I'm gonna recharge on video? Like, do you really think I'm gonna go type in my information so everyone can see, and then like let people watch me like recharge? Why would I do that? And when people see my ingots jump up, they already say these things. Like, I mean, people are hilarious. People are hilarious, I swear. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I have all the transactions, so like it really doesn't matter. But the fact that people are so ignorant, it is just ridiculous out here. So I'm gonna save all my ingots for tomorrow, just in case they have something I can go for. I'll still like you'll still see me raise my battle power towards the end of the video. I pretty much just used up the coupons and the magatamas that I had saved up. I'm gonna leave the ingots alone for now. I'll be getting more ingots tomorrow, so more people can accuse me of being a hacker. More entertainment for you guys. But yeah, tomorrow I'm really looking forward to what's gonna happen. Makes me really think what it could be. Hopefully it's just I can actually get ninjas that I don't have, because we haven't had the what's it called, like the limited ninja recruit event in at least 2 weeks now. And that was the last time you could get fragments for characters. So I really hope there's something there. If I can't get anything, or I mean if I can get someone that I don't have, then you already know I'm gonna go for them first, and then I'll just start raising my battle power. So the one thing I was pretty much saving my ingots for was just in case there's supposed to be a consumption event, and it doesn't seem like there's gonna be a consumption event next week, so I don't have to worry about that. But raising the battle power is kind of expensive now. You'll see later on in the video, I did manage to raise my battle armor a little bit, but as far as I was looking at it, it costs 5 medium threads just to go up 1 point, and it's gonna take 10,000 ingots. So here I recharged. All right, don't be saying I used cheat engine or something. Okay, it's you go to press the recharge button, and then you choose your payment method. You sign in, you choose your amount. So I was doing the daily recharge rebate every day. That's why I kept getting ingots. I did it every day for an entire week, so in total I topped up like 7,000 or 8,000 ingots. I did spend some. I spent 3,000 last week. I can't remember what it was for. I think it was like magatamas and stuff. But I was just determined to raise my battle power to the point where I could solo the Ninetales, because I'm tired of just not killing every night. So I get really close to 23,000 battle power, but I do manage to get 22,000 today. And now I just use all my stamina on basically fragments. I'm trying to upgrade my strong approach team. It would be really nice to get that Sasuke 4-star, and then Sakura and Sai as well. So I'll be going for those. When I get level 70 though, I'm going to go for the Jade fragments, try to get all my gear upgraded as well. And I had a ton of coins saved up. So I had like about 5 million coins saved up. And I was just figuring, might as well finally do the strengthens, because the group skills are done with. We did get our group level 7 yesterday. So that's something, I thought it was actually going to change appearance, but it doesn't change appearance till level 9 group. And another person was saying, oh, why do you get coins from the wishing tree? I mean, clearly I don't care for the coupons. That's why I get the coins. Like, I need coins for strengthens. If I needed coupons, I would just recharge and get ingots. So you can do whatever you want, but clearly I'm the one going for the coins because I need the coins. So that's the reason why I always get coins from the wishing tree. I don't know why people say, oh, you're stupid for getting coins. Like, if you need coins and not coupons, what's so bad about it? So, I'm going for the coins. Had to do survival trial to get more coins, and yesterday I got 80 Suigetsu fragments from that. So I'm pretty much 20 fragments away from getting him a 4-star. I don't have him in any teams, so I really don't see any use for now. And I'm glad I have the sweep function, because honestly, doing that survival trial every day, it can take up so much time. So the fact that I have to do 10 less fights a day, it really helps me out. And I just pretty much keep messing around with that third team rank battle. But it's not the greatest when it comes to survival trial. It's pretty much there for pure damage. It's not there for combos. It's not really made for a 1-versus-1 fight. It works well in rank battle because it doesn't really get focused too much to the point where it just gets destroyed. So it doesn't have that good sustain, but at the same time has really good damage to make up for it. So that's something I keep. Eventually, when I do get better ninjas, I guess I'm gonna pretty much move on Hashirama to another rank team, or who knows if I get a Sage Naruto from the 70 treasures, and then an event comes along in a few months or something with Sage Uriah, I ended up getting him, and I finally run that team. But there's just infinite possibilities. I really don't know what's gonna happen, honestly. So, I'm just always looking forward to what's gonna happen. But that Ninetales thing, man, I'm just really gonna focus. I'm gonna try to get my BP as high as I can soon. That's why I'm not gonna do summons. Even if I do hit 70, I don't think I'll be able to do summons at the start. Maybe do like 100 seal scrolls, 200 seal scrolls. I really don't want to do a 400 because getting 400 seal scrolls is the equivalent of like almost 60 level 5 Magatamas or something ridiculous. So that's a lot of battle power I will be missing out on. That's why I don't want to do a lot of seal scrolls. But the problem with doing so little seal scrolls is that 200 pretty much can only guarantee you 2 rares unless you get lucky, because the average for a rare is 40 to 70 pulls. So if you say that it's gonna be 70 for a rare, that's 140 seal scrolls, and then you're still left 10 short for another one. So it's pretty much difficult, and you have to get. I want to get Sage, Naruto, and Ao the most. The Orochimaru would be something cool to mess around with, and then the Sasori 100 Puppets is a super rare. So even though like I wouldn't probably use him in the main team, it would be fun to mess around with later on. But the goal will be to get a Sage, Naruto, and an Ao. That's definitely what I want, and I don't want to risk it with 200 scrolls because it's just something I don't have luck. I don't believe in that. So I'd rather just not go for it. So maybe in the future I'll do summons. I'll just stick to getting ninjas from events when they come, and pretty much just get my battle power. Once I get my battle power over like 25, 26,000, then I guess I can start going for the seal scrolls here and there. Especially for the 70 treasures, because they have a lot of good ninjas you get. Especially that Sage Naruto, he is ridiculously strong. Ao is ridiculously good, and we don't have the Kage treasures because it comes after the 80 update. As far as how the German version worked, after they got the 80 update, maybe like a month or two later, they got the Kage treasures, and the Kage treasures jumped down the Sage treasures all the way to level 60, and the Kage treasures became the 70. So that's pretty much how it worked, and we're not gonna basically have that update until we see the Sage treasures get knocked down to 60, which could be still I think like 2-3 months from now. So we still have a long time for everything. That's why don't focus on the German version, don't focus on the Chinese version. You can look forward to the stuff that's gonna come, but don't really worry about it. Like, the pains are gonna be free in 2 years. Why are people worrying about it now? I mean, clearly now the pains are the strongest. If you're gonna wait a year or two, the pains might even be obsolete. You rarely see all the pains in China. People will still maybe use like Shurado or Tendo and here and there, but they're not even the focus of the game anymore. So by the time they give out the pains for free, people have to realize that they're pretty much going to be obsolete. They're not going to be top tier units by then. They're not going to be top tier ninjas by then. You're not going to see them everywhere. That's why now the pains are so strong that you can take advantage of them. So that's the thing. You shouldn't really focus on updates that are so far ahead, especially months and years. You're not even gonna know when anything comes out. All right, the game is not gonna tell you like this update is coming. They're just gonna say there's a maintenance, and you basically have to just expect what's gonna happen. So don't go focusing on updates that happen over there. People just take China and Germany host to the heart when it comes to the English version. You have to realize that we are so different. We are extremely different. The Chinese version gets so many things for free each week. It is the easier. It's the way easier host because they're so far ahead. The new server events are way better. You can get like a Minato and a Sarutobi or something for being the strongest person on the server in China, or it's like a top up reward, whatever it is. And you get so many free items a week as far as seal scrolls and everything goes. So it's a completely different game. It is completely different. People shouldn't look at China at all when it comes to the English version. Even the combo simulator, like I said, all the ninjas get changed. Not all the ninjas, but majority of ninjas have changed. And I don't know if we're going to get Toby nerfed. Who knows? Like, it could happen. Maybe it could happen now. It could happen in a few months. But Toby gets completely changed. So you really have to see that. I'm still hoping we have an English version of the combo simulator, just so we can actually find stuff out, because like I said, some ninjas are different in China, so the combo might not appear on the site, and in our game it might be a higher combo than it actually shows. So who knows what can happen, honestly. It's just pretty much just play the game and have fun. Who cares what anyone else does? Who cares what anyone else says, honestly? Like that's what I'm trying to just get at. People just focus too hard on information. Like, forget the information and just play the game for yourself. That's the reason why I recharge and play these games. It's not like I care what anyone else thinks. I'm out here trying to have the best experience for the game myself. it really doesn't matter to me what anyone else thinks. Like, I don't know why people just don't focus on the game itself, but focus on the people itself instead. And there's a lot of things you can actually learn from the forums as well. That's the problem with games. Not a lot of people in the game, at least, focused on the forums for information. And I would say probably more people go to YouTube than the forums itself. Especially when it comes to Bleach, I would say that maybe like 20% of all the players go on the forums. Maybe like the same 20%, like 30% actually go to YouTube for videos. So that still leaves about 60-70% of the people in the game who have no idea what to do, who have no idea how to play, and just they don't bother looking for information. So that's what I'm saying is just, if you need help with something, look towards somewhere else, but don't focus on what people do. Just play the game for your own pace. In the end, you're playing a game with other people online, but it's all about how you progress. It's not about how everyone else is so far ahead of you, how this person is way stronger. You're going to have to progress at your own pace. So I only have a few group skills left to upgrade. It's pretty much only the Leech one, and I really even see Leech go off for me. So there's pretty much like really no point to upgrading. And here I ended up getting a few more clots because I ran out short. And it's a really good battle power boost. I mean, I was just jumping up like crazy when I started doing the battle power, and I figured to go to rank 3. I should have bought less common threads though, actually, because I didn't really realize that it could be. It's like the refine system in a way where you can get more XP out of it. And I was looking, so it costs like, I thought it was basically like 1 thread per thing, and then I checked back and I was like, wait, it said medium 5 clots to increase by 1 level. So when I checked that price out, I was like, wait, it's 10,000 ingots. So I would assume it'll probably cost you like 8k at least. Maybe you get a few lucky levels. But that is insanely expensive. And you can't get those clots from the strong approach either, like I said. You only get commons. So it would probably be a good source of battle power for me to do that. But 10k ingots just for 1 cloak tier upgrade, that is not worth it. I would rather go for the improves where I can actually get more stats. Or just put it on refines at least. Refines are pretty much the way I'm going to be going now. I'm not going to focus on the battle armor unless I go for improving. And Magatamas are pretty much good where they are. So I pretty much spent 500,000 coins going through all my Magatamas and, embedding them, just upgrading them a little bit. And I noticed I had a few gear I had to swap over too because, the gear system, it's kind of strange in this game. I wish it was a kind of way to set pretty much like a default gear set for each character, and it never messes around. But if you take your entire formation, for instance, it's gonna put the best gear on your main, and sometimes when you swap ninjas, gear gets around as well. So pretty much I had to go around mess with that, and I was just using all my Magatamas, trying to get as many things level 5, and most of my Magatamas are actually pretty close to level 5, so I don't have to even worry about spending too many ingots to get the remaining ones all the way to level 5. I can just focus on refines. And I don't know, as far as I'm saying is I'm going to keep these ingots to see what the next events are. You can already know if there's a ninja I can get that I don't have. I'm going to go for them right away, so you'll see that in tomorrow's video if there's actually something I can get. If not, I'll just get more recharges and pretty much just go ahead and upgrade my battle power, because I'm really close to 23,000. I end up getting really close to that, so the sooner I hit 25k BP, I would say that I'm progressing good. All those summons were really just, a downside of not getting your battle power up, especially the Tendo Pain ones. I should have just stopped at the Hashirama ones, and, but I wanted to go for a Sage Jiraiya, and I didn't expect to get a Tendo, but no Jiraiya. So if I didn't do the 400 for Tendo, that would have been all my Magatamas fixed, all my refines fixed. That was a ton of ingots. I mean, 50,000 ingots probably would have gotten me 25k battle power. And now I'm going to have to get another 50,000 just to make up for that. So, the good thing is that Tendo, like, honestly, he is the reason why I do so good on my server. I would probably lose a lot of fights against, the top players if I didn't have Tendo, because he just makes a huge difference. He is just so overpowered. He is way stronger than Hashirama by far, and I'm glad I got him. But, it would have been perfect. Whoever gets Tendo Pain on the first 400 has to be the luckiest person in the world, because that's all you really need. Hashirama only helps me out in the world boss, Doing 15 mil damage yesterday was my record, so I mean, I'd say Hashirama is good for that. But when it just comes to pure everything else, I would say Tendo Pain is way more overpowered. And I really stacked him a lot, 6k power when it came to that. So I was really happy I finally got him there. Just pretty much checking what else I could do to raise my battle power. I had my ninja tools stacked up for the longest, and I decided to do those. and you know, all the bounties and pretty much arena shops. I have nothing to use my coins on for anything. So like I said, I could go for Suigetsu 4-star, I could go for Toby 4-star. Like Hedon 4-star is just, it's not gonna cut it because getting arena coins is such a pain. So I really didn't want to go ahead and, you know, start spending towards Hedon frags. I'll just stack the points up, especially arena ones. They take a while. You can only get like, I think 400 a day, unless you have a lot of ninjas to get a first win boost out of. But I decided to do ranked battle. You know, I haven't fought Kapow in a long time, so I wanted to see how much stronger he got, and you know, just to make the video a little bit longer, because I felt like I was, even though there was a lot of stuff I edited out, and especially for the strong approach, I had to, that was basically an hour-long video for the strong approach, and I took out a majority of things because it was just, you know, it's going to be an eyesore to watch me fail so many times before I actually managed to do the 6 attempts again. And, you know, I decided to fight Kapow just to see what happens, and he has, you know, he's pretty much the same battle power as me. He caught up to me because of just spending, I guess, and doing other stuff. I haven't really been using my ingots, even though I have them just laying around. So the ingots I have now can definitely get me over 23k battle power, maybe like halfway to 24k, like 23,500 at most. It really depends what I spend it on. So probably refines is the best way now. I don't think battle power should be the option, unless I want to keep buying medium clots and improving the battle armor to get those extra stats. So those are my only two choices left. But I'm really excited for the events tomorrow. I wonder what the maintenance was, because I think it was just the bug fixes and, you know, the plans for tomorrow's events. So I'm really looking forward to what's going to come out of those. I just really hope it's something I can get. You know, can finally maybe just get something, you know, because I've been having the same team for the longest. I wouldn't mind changing it. Who knows, you know, last time they got an awesome Windblade for a ninja recruit. So that's actually pretty good because it helped me go for Ninetales. And I just really hope that we can start killing Ninetales. So tonight is Great Ninja War. I will probably record it. I'll be in night class actually when it's going on. So I'll try to record Great Ninja War. Hopefully we have a lot of people show up. Hopefully we can win. You know, we missed last week. I'm not gonna miss again this week. Tomorrow is gonna be Sage World. No, is it Sage World Battlefield? Can't even remember, honestly. But tomorrow is Ninetales for sure. So I'll be looking forward to that. Hopefully we can kill it. I'll try to get my BP as high as possible tomorrow, just so I can actually get a better chance of killing it. If I can at least do 1 more million in damage, then I'm definitely gonna be able to kill it. So that's not really a worry for me. But it just really bummed me out, man. Like, I had such a bad day yesterday. It just really gets annoying, you know. It really does. So pretty much here on out, I'm just gonna try to, you know, I don't know, look at the other things in life, I guess, you know, whatever. The problem with me is that I'm not an optimist. I'm a pessimist. So I pretty much look at what's the worst in every scenario. Because I just don't have anything to ever look forward to that's good. I don't know. I have like a weird life, I guess. I never see the good in anything. I always see the bad in everything. I'm always like, okay, what's the worst that could happen? Like, for instance, every time I go to a place I never been before, or my friends tell me, oh, let's go on this, or let's go on that, I always think like, what's the worst that could happen? And I think of the worst possible scenarios. I should be working for the government or something, man. They have people who always do that. It's like, I forgot what that department is, but they legit look at worst case scenarios when it comes to anything, like wars, political decisions, all this stuff. I bet you I could get a perfect job there, because that's all I have on my mind is the worst in everything. And it's just the way I was brought up, honestly. Like, I had a hard life. Just nothing really to look forward to, honestly. So I just got used to it. You know, I look forward to the worst things in life. I'm not the type of person that can be like, okay, I'm gonna do one multi-pull and then get something I want. No, I'm always the guy like, okay, I'll spend 60,000 ingots and then finally get something I can use. And you know, the funny thing, that's the sad part, is that my freaking what's it called? Oops, I got a text message. It's important. I'll read that in a bit. But yeah, you know, it's just the way I've been brought up. I always look towards the bad part of things, because I'm not the lucky one. But enough about that. You know, we're getting towards the end of the video. I'm running out of things to say, and I'm gonna have to start, you know, factory resetting my laptop. I have a bunch of stuff to do. Oh, I forgot one last bad thing. My internet provider had a shortage in my area yesterday, so my Wi-Fi was terrible when it happened. I came home, I could not even use the Wi-Fi. I couldn't use it until like midnight, 1 in the morning. But you know, that's another part of bad life I forgot to say yesterday. Still no stamina pushes from Lucky Bag, even more bad things. But you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a great update. Hopefully it's something there. But let's just get something tomorrow, and I'll see you guys.